Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yes, lovely people. Hope you're well. Welcome back to another live match reaction and play ratings. Liverpool 2, Brentford 0. A nice, comfortable win in Liverpool for Arne Slot and the boys. And another 3 points on the board. 2 wins from 2 clean sheets, 4 goals. Can't really ask for much more.
We can't, bro. I'll be real.
Not a bad start at all.
Great start to the season. 2 out of 2.
2 games we didn't expect to win, by the way. But
yeah, no. Agreed.
Comfortable
yeah,
fashion.
2 out of 2. Slot ball seems like he's starting to take off now. Players understanding their roles straight away. I know. Do you know what I'm really, really impressed about as well? It's the clean sheets. And I know it's only 2 games, and I know it's only Ipswich and Brentford, but I just feel like there's more onus structurally how we defend. And I don't see for example, Ali only had to make 1 good save today. How many times have we come out of a game where we've even beaten a team 4-1 or something, but we're still saying Alisson gets a 9 because Alisson had to pull out 3 goals.
Man of the match.
Yeah, bro, that shouldn't be happening, bro. So I am so happy that, bro, you know what's so mad? Last year, in this type of game, before we scored the second goal, I reckon the other team might have had more chance to knock on the door. Or we would have maybe got a bit more nervous. I didn't sense nervousness. I was nervous, but not the players. It didn't translate to the players at all, bro. I don't know if it did.
I didn't feel nervous. After the first goal went in, I never felt nervous.
Yeah. It was mad because the whole time I was like, what did I say? I was like, we got to get a second to kill off the game, which I still think is true. But the players were playing with conviction and they were decisive in things that they were doing, bro. And it meant that Liverpool were able to just get that second goal and kill off the game, bro. We were always in control of that game. Always in control. There was only a part when I said to Drift during the watch along, I was like, this is the best period that they've had in the whole game. Maybe it was after about 15 minutes into the second half. Other than that, though, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still get nervous in the game. That's just normal. But the players just didn't seem to get nervous at all. And I felt like last year, that energy, that nervous energy kind of did at one point, but not so far, bro. And it's a good thing to see.
Completely hear you. If you haven't already, guys, please do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Matt, slot ball, are you impressed so far? And if so, what are the things that have impressed you the most?
The decision making and the calmness and not to rush things. The phase 1 of build up is nothing to be rushed about. There's no need to smash the ball all the time with a diag from Virgil to Salah. You don't have to always go that way. You can build up from the back. That is a part of football. I'm not having to go to the old regime, by the way, or Klopp or anything like that. It's just more, there's other ways to win a football match. And what I'm loving about it is we're taking our time and everyone seems to be confident. The only way this even works is if the players are confident, and they are. And like I said, the calmness, the approach, and not to always be direct. Not every pass has to be a killer pass. Sometimes it's okay to not dwell on the ball, but just maybe recycle it because there wasn't an opening there. It's okay to do that. But I'm loving the way how we're playing football, and I feel more in control. The players, I mean, I don't know the stats, but the possession for us must have been very, very high. Chat, I'll leave that one to you because I'm not looking at my other screen right now. I might do it in a minute, but yeah, what was the possession, chat? I'm just very intrigued because I felt like it was just domination from start to end. What about you, bro? What's impressed you the most?
For me, it's the structure. Everyone seems to know the role and everyone seems to be understanding what to do. And I think that makes such a difference. Gravenberch last season looked like he was a deer in headlights. Now he knows what his purpose is. Fullbacks, Robbo looks like a new player today. I'm still not convinced that he's the Robbo of old. He looked like a new player today.
Yeah.
Diaz, he knew what he was doing today. Sobo looks like a completely different player. The structure just looks different. We're not going to have as many fun games as we did with Klopp. I'm good with that. But we are going to have more games like this where it is just a 2-0, maybe a 2 or a 2-1. But it's comfortable. Very comfortable. Not once today did I sit there and go, this game's stressful, or oh, bloody hell, we're going to concede, or what happens if we concede, what we're going to do. Like, not once. The timing of the substitutions, he looked at it and was like, yeah, we're comfortable, 2-0 up. Let's give these lot a rest. We've got Man United next week. Like, 3 players came off that, well, especially 2 in Salah and Trent, rarely get substituted.
Facts.
All about preserving the best players. Why run these lot into the ground now when we've got a long season ahead of us? Might not seem like nothing now, but for the 30 minutes that they sat on the bench, that 30 minutes left in the leg could literally see that come to fruition at the end of the season when we're trying to chase down trophies potentially. It just looks more. And look, this is only the first, as you said, Matt, the first phase. Is what, he's been there a couple months. I think was it you or Jamie was saying that Ten Hag's been at United for years. Yeah. He still don't have an identity. It took Arteta, 3 years for Arsenal to have an identity. I'm not trying to throw shade at these managers. Even Pep at Man City, it took him a year and a record-breaking transfer window for him to have an identity. Slot's come in, has signed no players, has lost players, couldn't even train with half these lot during pre-season, and we look like we have an identity already, whether it be from attacking or defending. Now, granted, the other teams that I've mentioned previously did not have a foundation like what Klopp has left. Didn't have as many great players as what we've got, but he still had to make something work, and he's doing it. So big up to the coaching staff, big up to Slot, and also big up to the players for taking on board the instructions, the tactics, and implementing it. Because it couldn't have been easy for some of these players to do what he's asking, because it's a very different structure to what Klopp was playing. So big up to all of the people involved, all of them. And I'm happy. I'm a happy man. Just need some bloody signings and contract extensions, but that's for Monday. That is for Monday. Drift, anything you want to add before we go to player ratings, bro?
Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to the team today. I thought they played really, really well today. I think to a man, most players on the pitch were really, really good. I'm definitely happy with the way we're playing, as you said. Slot's identity on the team has been a smooth transition because it's got similarities to how we played before, but he's doing exactly what he needed to do in order to keep going. What I said from last season was already almost the winning formula. So I'm happy, over the moon. Happy that so far my judgment on Slot has been right. So happy that we've been able to play good football, that we're winning games, we're comfortable. What have I said at the end of both games, lads? Ref, can we have an extra 15 minutes? I'm loving this. When was the last time we didn't just want a game to finish because we were worried that at any moment we might let in a goal and then the whole thing goes pear-shaped? So yeah, man, I'm just over the moon. Shout out to all the people who said that Slot wasn't going to be good enough. Again, it is only 2 games, but so far so good, right? And I just want to see where the narrative spins today with regards to a certain player. And that's not to create issues. I'm just speaking out loud on my curiosity of the situation. So yeah, I'm super happy for him as well. Absolutely brilliant game, proving he can pass and finish. So yeah, it's just been an all-round really, really good day, Liverpool-wise. Really good. I'm over the moon.
Completely agree. Right, let's hit up these player ratings and see where we all stand with how we rate the players today. So let's start with Alisson Becker in goal. Drift, what are you saying for Ali?
I'm gonna give Ali a 9, and the only reason I'm not giving him a 10 is because he wasn't peppered. But when he was called into action, he was brilliant today. The passing out from the back, 99% of his passing was brilliant, incisive, to his man, and the one real time when he had to make like a save that you could think might trouble him a little bit, he dealt with it brilliantly well. So I'm gonna go a 9 for Big Ali.
What about yourself, Matt?
Do you know what? Funny enough, before Drift joined, I think I mentioned about how we wasn't getting peppered, and off the top of my head, I think Alisson only had to make one great save where they had the header, I think, and he had to like obviously punch it out. Other than that, he wasn't really called into question. So as much as I want to like maybe give him a 9, I would say 8 for Ali. But that's not because he wasn't great. It's because I just didn't think he done anything other than that one save.
No, there was a few saves he had to make, bro, during the game.
Can you name me another big save that he made that I've forgotten about?
Wasn't a big save, but when Lewis Potter cut him from the right-hand side, from the left-hand side, when he beat Trent, cut in and
yeah, but
and
that
shot.
just trickled toward that kind of
know,
like
but
that wasn't a big save.
I'm not saying it was a big save, but it was another save he made because he had to hold it, or else, like if he didn't hold it, then Bournemouth would have been in.
Plus,
So
and he came and caught quite a few crosses as well.
I would say that was more. I disagree. I would say that's more us clearing the crossing from Ibu.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see many times where he come and
yeah.
I don't think he had. But I'm gonna go 9 for Anson. The reason I'm going 9 is that save I thought came at a crucial time and he made it look easy. But also he's passing out from the back. I don't think we should sleep on that just because he's a goalkeeper.
No, of course not. It's more about. Listen, I've got no problems with you giving them a 9. I'm just trying to say I want to try and make it reflect on how much he had to do. Because sometimes as well, obviously you don't have to do much, but if you did amazing, that's fine. I think if he had another big standout moment, I think I would have went with you guys. But you guys have outvoted me anyway. Like it's not like I'm complaining, bro. If you want to give him a 9, give him a 9.
You might be right. Do you know? I'll go
You know
8.5 then. You might be right.
Give him a 9. You can give him a 9. I'm not
cool.
I'm cool with that. So
8.5 then. Let's just rip the band-aid off Trent.
Other than that, he actually had an exceptional game. That's the killer. He actually he had a very good game, bro. I'm trying to find his stats now to kind of back up what I was gonna say.
The from Trent today was outstanding.
Yeah.
Like Trent, it's just Trent doing Trent things. I think, as Cal was saying, ripping the band-aid off, it's just about what do you take from at the end? Do you think it's just him being a little bit childish? Do you understand it? Is it a sign of some things to come with regards to his future at the club? It's just going to throw all those things into question now, isn't it? And that's the upsetting thing about it, because we didn't need that. Really and truthfully, he should be thinking that coming off with like 20 minutes to go or whatever means that we're in a good place. Bradley does need game time. He wasn't the only one substituted, so it's not like he can just think, oh, I'm being targeted or whatever. And I just think going defensive in the last 15, 20 minutes with Bradley, as opposed to attacking in the first 70 minutes with Trent, is actually brilliant management as well, because you're just making sure that you get all the attack done, you get the lead, then you bring on the more defensively assured players to see the game out. Like that way, even if I was Trent, I would understand that tactic, because Trent himself isn't going to sit there and tell you he's a defensive genius. If you're seeing the game out because you're winning, Bradley coming on would be better, right? We'd want Joe Gomez to do it if it wasn't going to be Bradley. You see the game out playing defensive, a bit more defensively, you've got the game won. Gives you more game time in the future. There shouldn't really be anything wrong with coming off in the 70-something minute, except if your ego's getting in the way. And then I think that's the only thing I hope. I mean, I said to you lot on the TIFO watch along, I do also think that we take for granted as fans that the thing about football that everybody does love the most is game day. So sometimes if you wait all week for the game and you're subbed early, you're just a little disappointed because you waited all week for the game. But, you know, that's just trying to have some empathy with the players, to understand them as humans. But from a game management point of view, a player should be able to understand that if you play 70 minutes and then you go more defensive afterwards, that's bloody good management, and you'll have more in your legs for later on in the season as well. So I just hope that Trent's ego ain't the reason. And I hope that Trent getting a bollocking from Slot isn't going to now make Trent feel a way about staying at Liverpool. Like, I would like to hope he's not emotional enough that he'd be like, oh, no, look, manager shouted at me, don't want to be here anymore. But you never know. And that might be the excuse he needs to get out the door now. You know them ones where, like, when he leaves, his excuse is, oh, I didn't feel wanted, or I didn't feel this, or I didn't feel that. We now
because he got
feel he's
one
getting...
dressing down. Oh, just gone. Well, because if he feels like just because of one dressing down, he needs to go over himself.
Nah, it will be. Why would the club leave it until now to sort out his contract?
That is the issue. Yeah, it should have been.
Yeah, the problem is we've allowed the narrative to drag on. So this is, like you said, this has nothing to do with Arne Slot. This has got to do with the club, and unfortunately, we've allowed this situation to drag on to the new season, which should never have been the case. Regardless of whether the player was going to be sold or whether they were going to stay, there should have been some clarity for us Liverpool fans. There should have been. But it's typical Liverpool. A new season has just kicked off, and we still don't even know where 3 of our top 3 players are going to be next season. That's appalling.
Yeah, that's a Monday night live. That's
a Monday night thing. But yeah,
but going
back to his performance,
I'd have given Trent. I think I'd have gone 7.5 today.
I would have gone 8. I would have gone 8 today, personally. Thought it was good. Very, very good.
Wait for Drift to come back to make the deciding vote.
Yeah. But yeah, I would have gone 8. I don't know, man. Like, it's like does this look good to you, bro? Look, like, I'll quickly show you this just quickly. Make sure there's no sound. Yeah, no sound. Look at the response. Oh no, sorry people, it's not liking the video. I don't know why, chat. Oh no, it's not liking the video, chat. Oh, there we are. Let's be able to bring it back. Yeah, Slot basically told him, shut your mouth. So I don't know.
Not a good look, man.
What happened before this, though? That's what I want to know. What happened before this to trigger Slot to go and sit next to him and do that?
But you know what we don't understand, but even when I look at this clip, we might assume that Slot is mad. Slot might not even be mad. He might have just said, bro, I need to think about next week, Sunday, bro. And even in his brain, he's thinking, I'm having an amazing game. Why can't he just leave me on? But we're just assuming because of the way how we think.
Trent wasn't having an amazing game.
No, he was having a great game. When I say great, he wasn't a 9 or a 10. So maybe I shouldn't use great, but he's having a very, very good game, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought he was having a very, very good game personally, but yeah, man.
Anderson said. Anderson, I don't know if this is 100% true, but Anderson just put this in the chat saying Slot on Trent's reaction to being taken off. We have to take care of him because we need him for the whole season, not just the first couple of games. He played a good game. Facts.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So Slot's basically just gone over and told him that, most likely.
Yeah, for me, it's why is Trent still sulking at the end of the game? But look, this is a Monday thing. This is a Monday
100.
What's your rating for Trent today, Drift?
8.5.
So we land on an 8 for Trent then. Ibu.
10.
Just gone again.
I thought it was the best. I thought without Ibu, we don't win the game. The clearances from the first minute, the headers, bro. They had a lot of tall guys there as well. There, 2 mountains, bro. The guy was immense. Didn't let nothing go past him. I think and for those that say he can't pass, I believe he might have made, off the top of my head, 2 misplaced passes, one towards near the end as well. His passing was immense. If it wasn't for him making that header to begin with, we don't even score the first goal. You guys will sound biased. I don't really care. Ibu's that guy. For me, when he's fit, there's only Van Dijk that can test him. But yeah, absolute 10. Thought it was a monster today and showed why he should be partnering Van Dijk. And I think the key to success for us is keeping Ibu fit. So, but yeah, Ibu gets a 10, man.
Drift, what about you for yourself?
Nine and a half or a 10. He was absolutely excellent today. He really was. I got 9.5.
I've got 9.5 as well.
What a surprise.
9.5.
What a surprise.
What do you say for Virgil, boys? Drift, I'll start with you.
I got 9.5 for Virgil as well.
See, this is where you man are gonna make me lose my flipping head, bro.
Well, you don't think Virgil was just as good today?
No, what? See, here's my issue. I'm saying I thought Ibu was a bit better and more commanding today. Virgil was superb, but my whole argument would be I've got no problems with Virgil being 9.5, but then you have to make it Ibu a 10, in my opinion, because I felt out of the two centre backs. Think of any time there was a clearance, it was Ibu. I know Virgil made clearances as well, but especially in that first half when they're bombarding us, I think maybe a couple of corners as well. Bruv, Ibu was just, yeah. I mean, again, it's you guys.
I think they were both as good as each other.
I can see why you would say that though, but I just think I think Ibu was a bit better personally, and that's not me being biased because I remember pointing during the game like, "Oh my days, look at these clearances!" Like it wasn't like a, you know what I mean? But yeah,
I think you might be forgetting a few of the times when Virgil did some really good clearances, or like literally was 1-on-1 with Mbromo and just dealt with him.
No, but bro,
there was a time when he
dealt with him as well. Virgil made a mistake. He didn't make one mistake in the whole game.
That was the one time he stepped into midfield. Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. How would?
But I'm sure Ibu wasn't flawless for the entire game either.
Bruv, so. Ibu was bruv. Other than two misplaced passes, he was absolutely insane. Like honestly, Drift.
No, I know he was good, but I'm saying that one little thing from Virgil doesn't bring his rating down just from that one.
No, I'm not saying bring his rating down. I feel like you lot didn't give Ibu the credit he deserves. Personally,
I think I have. I'm giving Virgil a 9. So Ibu is ahead of Virgil. I don't think it was night and day between Ibu and Virgil.
I'm going 5 and I'm 9.5 for both.
I thought you say 5.5, bro.
I think Virgil's passing as well today was on another level.
So what's your rating, Matt?
What did I give Ibu? It doesn't even matter, does it? It doesn't matter what I give Ibu.
No, you gave Ibu a 10.
So that means but we gave it, but Ibu's now a 9.5.
Yeah,
which now means I'd have to put Virgil at a 9.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
No, you don't have to because you could give him a 9.5 because you gave Ibu a 10. But you're
no.
making sure Virgil's below.
No, what I'm saying is I still feel, because again, Virgil wasn't as good. Virgil was immense. Remember when we're having these conversations, it's not like I'm putting down Virgil, Like if Virgil had a better game, I'll just be like, yeah, Virgil was better than Ibu. Bro, Ibu was just the better out of the two. It's like when you used to say, Drift, Matic was better on whatever day. Ibu was our best centre-back today, in my opinion. That's all it is. He was just the best centre-back.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that. That's not what you said. I'm saying strategically giving Virgil a 9 so that he stays below him is the part. But I get it.
Strategic. I don't mind. I mean,
we do that all the time, Drift.
I don't mind. I mean, if you want to make him a 9, I'm not really that bothered. I mean, all I'm saying is I just think we've got to try our hardest not to be, what's the word I'd say? Because here's the thing, when we say things like, there's things that Virgil does and people forget. There's things that I think in this game, people forget what Ibu done. And this is not, and again, it's because I'm saying Ibu. I wish someone else said it so it wouldn't come across like I'm being biased, innit? Because if people are just going to say it's biased. That's why I was surprised when you both went 9.5. I was thinking, wow, you man didn't see what.
I didn't have anyone as a 10 today.
See, I thought Ibu was our best player.
No, so do I. But
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was a 10 or above.
Like,
No, Ibri wasn't our best player. He wasn't our best player.
All right, well, all right. Let's continue through the player ratings. Then.
This is
Robbo,
why,
what we
chat,
say?
this is
What we
why.
saying for Robbo?
I'll give Robbo a 7.
7.5 for Robbo.
Robbo was very good. In fact, you know what? Yeah, I'll go 7.5 because there was moments where he was even stepping up and getting involved in the little triangles and the 1-2s and all that stuff. And yeah, I thought Robbo was good today. Very solid game for Robbo.
I've gone 7.5 for Robbo as well. One of his better games since last season as well, I'd say.
Yeah.
Grav.
8.5. I thought Grav was cold again. Had a bit of a sterner test because they really tried to put more players in that midfield, so we would at times being outnumbered, but he had to use the ball very, very well. I'll say 8.5 for Grav. 8.5. Sticking with my 8.5, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I thought he was really, really good. I'm enjoying grabbing that pivot. It's really good. It's really good to watch, man. And I'm so happy for him as well. Long may it continue. Because I do remember a lot of people doubting that he was good enough to play for the club. So I hope they're slowly seeing what we was excited about when we signed him.
I've gone 8.5 for Grav as well.
Grav was cold.
I think he did well to compose himself after that yellow card as well.
Yeah.
Very good point.
McAllister.
I'm gonna go 8. I thought he was brilliant, but just a bit lower than Grav. I think Grav was just a bit better than today, but he was tenacious in the tackle. He was playing some wonderful passes. He was part of a lot of that 1-2 triangle movement we were doing. Quietly went about his job today. I'll say just less than Grav, so I'll give him an 8.
It sounds weird. I still feel like Mac is still getting used to the system and how to best utilize him. Because if this was last season, I don't think there would have been many games where Gravenberch outshone Mac. But I feel like Gravenberch has a little bit more responsibility than McAllister, especially in phase 1 build-up. McAllister still makes himself available, but it's mainly Gravenberch's option 1. And I think he's the best out of like getting out of a tight space and him being able to manipulate the ball with his fleet-footedness. But I would give McAllister, because he made some good passes in the second half as well, 7.5, I would say.
Yeah, I'm 7.5 as well. I thought Grav was a good distance better than him today. Don't think he had a bad game at all. I just think Grav was on a different level too.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai.
Boy! Somebody said he's on fraud watching.
He was on fraud watch. Just because he's off it doesn't mean that.
I didn't even say any names. I just said it.
You don't need to say names. It's obvious who you're talking about.
No, I just said it, bro. Some people might be for the first time, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, man.
Do your Sobo talk then, bro.
No. So I didn't mean to interrupt, bro.
He just gone.
Yeah.
I know it's back now.
I didn't mean to interrupt, bro. Yeah, sorry. What you said about Sobo?
No, I was saying you do your Sobo talk because obviously you felt connected. So I'm just saying, like, unless you want me to go.
No, that's what I said. I didn't mean to talk. I was just saying, like, certain man said he was on fraud watch. So I just didn't even mention names. For the step forward, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I'm just saying.
He was on fraud watch, but he's out. But he's off it now. Okay. He's been the last 120 minutes from Szoboszlai has been brilliant, and this is the Szoboszlai that I was hoping to see. If he keeps going in this trajectory, he could become one of the best 10s in the league. So let's just see. But he's been playing really, really well. He's defending well. He's attacking well. The only thing I've got negative to say, and we disagreed on this during the game, I think Cal agreed with me, is that I think sometimes he does take a bit too long to make his decision. And therefore, some of the options just get cut off, and then he could make better passes. I think there was 2 or 3 times during the game, and I think he took so long. In the end, the pass he made wasn't a bad pass. It was just there were better ones available, and he took too long. So maybe he just needs to get a little bit more quicker in that regard, because that's what people used to be annoyed at Jones about. So we have to keep the same energy. Right, Jones is taking too long to make a decision. He's holding the ball too long. But other than that, I think Szoboszlai had a really, really good game. Really good game.
Matt?
I think.
Sorry, Drift. What's your number for him then?
I'd give Szoboszlai an 8.5.
I think Drift said it perfectly. I've got nothing more to add. I think Szoboszlai. In fact, I'll say this one little thing. He seems to come alive more in the second half, and I'm wondering if it's because the way how we're playing is not so gut busting. Pause. All game, 90 minutes running around, like we have more control. He is the player that is energetic, that can get up and down the pitch, and we can use his athleticism. But it's also about being smart. And I think this is where, my opinion, Arne Slot's able to get a little bit more out of him from the football that we're playing, per se. Still runs around like a madman, though. That's one thing we need to watch out for. But yeah, I thought a very good, solid performance. I'm going to say 8.5 for Sobo.
I've got an 8.5 as well. I thought he had a very good game. Still things he can improve on, but
100.
Yeah, definitely.
He just looks more at home now.
Guys, listen to this stat. Liverpool completed 92% of their passes versus Brentford, their highest passing accuracy in a Premier League game on record since 2003, 2004.
All right, can I add to that? So you see where you guys are saying Sobo doesn't make the killer pass and all that. I do think that's more tactical. And I think that's not just him. I think we saw that throughout the game where last season we'd have tried to make that eye of the needle pass, whereas now, in my opinion, Slot's going, he's made that eye of the needle pass there and then, especially if we're winning the game. Keep the ball, play out wide, find your man, and we'll get back into possession, and we'll still kill this team. I don't think we're this cutthroat team anymore that anytime we see an opening, we really have to go for it.
No, but Cal, the reason I don't think that can be true in the instances that I'm thinking about is we had like a 3-on-3 or a 4-on-4 counter-attack. He's driven with the ball after some whatever work before. It's good, pass in, bum, he's in. And then at that point, no matter what your management style is, you're going to want the pass to be made right and more of a chance of a goal being scored because of that pass. Like you're 2-on-3, 3-on-3, like do you get what I mean? You're the one who's kind of supposed to score almost to a degree in those type of moments because you should have the upper hand. And that's where I just think that the eye of the needle passes kind of are what's needed from a 10. If it's anybody else, then I probably wouldn't. But like that's what we expect from your Bergkamps and your Ronaldinhos. Like if it's not there to play, don't play it. But if it is there, you want your number 10 to have the ability to actually be able to do it.
No, I hear that. But here's the other side of that. If he tries to make that pass and it gets intercepted and then they go and concede from it, everyone's going, why did he have to make that pass there? So it is a game of two sides. Sometimes you have to just play safer.
On the attack, I don't think on a counter attack, I don't think anybody would ever say he shouldn't have played that pass, because I think the point of a counter attack is to take advantage of the numbers as quickly as possible. And if you keep making sideways passes rather than forward passes, you're giving the opportunity for the defense to regroup, get back into shape, and you're just slowing the momentum of the thing down, bro. So yes, I understand keeping possession, but if Slot wants to keep possession so much he won't do forward passing and counter attacks, then I would be like, that's a bit counterproductive. Then you really do feel like you're just keeping the ball for the sake of keeping.
I don't think he wants to do it every single time on a counter attack.
But I mean, if the option is there, like I think to memory, 2 out of the 3 times where Szoboszlai was too slow with the pass, what he ended up doing was just passing it to the right back. Like take you so long that everybody else caught up, and then he just passed the ball to the right back. When Jota at one point, if I'm not mistaken, Jota and Diaz made brilliant runs on one of them from the left, and he just dilly-dally, and instead of making a pass, he ended up either going to Salah or to Trent, and it was like, bro, that pass, you should have made that pass. It was a doable pass. You're a good, do you know what I mean? A good passer of the ball, I've heard. Bang, hit that ball straight through there and then hit the two people making the run. Because the funny thing is, Cal, Mo still tries to do it. McAllister still tries to do it. That's why I'm thinking it's got to be a Szoboszlai thing. Because if it was a train,
no. One thing I will say, Drift, you watched the interview, innit? The slot interview, yeah, with
the one with Jamie. Yeah.
Remember, he does kind of mention like because remember they asked him like, what's the difference between you and Klopp? And he didn't really want to say too much because obviously he didn't want to give away your game plan. But one thing he did mention was like, like maybe in the previous regime, like we tried to play killer balls too often, or like that ball over the top, where now he wants a bit more measured. He said risk and reward. He's like, sometimes they want to play risky passes a bit too much. And it's like, I do agree with that, because what it is, we're used to that, Drift. We're used to that fast transition. Because even remember, I was agreeing with you. I was like, man, why did you just pass it? But then I was like, do you know what it is though? Now there isn't. I'm not trying to say you can't do it at times, but maybe there isn't much of an onus on it to do it all the time. Where like that's what they're used to doing, because Salah's used to it. They're all used to it, and he kind of even said himself, he's like, a lot of the players are kind of used to like the old regime, and now it's just about getting them to understand risk and reward. That's what I think it was, bro. I think Szoboszlai for the first time probably thought it's okay if I reset the move. Where maybe under Klopp it might have been like, Klopp would have been, you know, when Klopp just like does that whole and he's like, bro, why do you play the ball? Like that's what I think there's a bit of a difference personally.
If that's how it is, I'm not going to tell the manager what to do.
But I perceived it anyway from what he said. Yeah.
I think it'll be very stupid to have a counter attack and think more about possession than getting the ball in the net.
I'd be for winning the game, Drift. Why force it?
I don't mean put at this, Drift. You see when there's counters.
I'm not saying force it.
Yeah. No, but you see with Man City, for example, obviously we're not Man City, but like if that was the other way around, it's not all like we wouldn't be like, oh, why didn't he pass it? You'll just be like, oh, you know what they're gonna do? They're just gonna reset. It's mad. What it is, bro. This is 7 to 8 years of us seeing something and now seeing something a bit different. If it happens all the time where you can see someone's in a breakaway, but I think it was more of a measured approach. I could be wrong, though, bro, because it could be a thing of maybe he just should have played that pass. But then you've also got to look at it like maybe he thought remember, he could have played that pass. I think it was like 87 minutes in, you know, bro. I think, if I'm not mistaken, when I saw the clock, and I was like, don't want to give away the ball, maybe. When Szoboszlai could have played, I think he could have played in might have been a ball to Mo, I want to say.
It happened a few times in a game. It's at least 2 or 3 times that Szoboszlai did it when he had a very promising run and a counter attack or a semi counter attack, and then he just waited for the players to get back into position and passed a simple pass to the right back rather than making a penetrating pass forward and maybe being able to score a goal. So if that's what he's been told to do, I think it's very silly to tell him not to make a pass that could score a goal. Because even if you are winning 1-0 or 2-0, as much as you need to be very controlled, I say it all the time, don't chase the game, you're winning. But I still think you make a pass that can get you another goal if it's there, because what if Brentford come back and equalise and we're like, we should have gone 3-0 up.
We were 2-0 up at this point, if I'm not mistaken, bro. We were 2-0
up. Yeah, but you can never go wrong going 3-0 up. That's the point.
No. But it still would have been. All right, but give an example. What happens if he plays the perfect pass? Salah gets a ricket. Salah has a shot. Goalkeeper saves it. They go in a counter and score. Do you know the first thing we're going to say? Why the flipping hell did Szoboszlai play that pass? And we couldn't say, oh, Mo should have scored.
Scoring.
We always go back to the source. This is why I feel like that's what we're saying, though. Risk and reward, bro.
But that means that we should never take risks. If we're going to think
No, we never said that, bro. You saw the interview, you never said that.
Well, we won the game comfortably, guys.
Yeah, like we were never not in control, other than the bit when I said, when Drift, you went, I don't like this, and I went, but Drift, this is only the only part in the second half where they've had a little bit of something. We were always in control of that game, other than that little spell.
Oh If everybody's happy, if everyone's happy with it, then I'm the minority. But I just want us to be more direct if we can be, because that is how you score goals. I don't just want possession for the sake of having possession.
No, I'm not. Yeah, no. I'm not saying that, but I just think
You might as well never counter attack if you're always
no,
going to
I'm not.
think that
No, no.
like,
It's not about that. It's
I think you're
about
going too
balance.
far. I think you're going
Yeah,
too
bro.
far, Richard. Like if we're losing the game or we've got a count and it's 1-0 and there's a clear opener, I just
There
don't.
you go.
For me, like I don't think slots on this play the eye of the needle when if let's say for example you've got 3 options and you can play wide or you can play it through the eye of the needle. I don't think Slot in his mind is thinking just play eye of the needle, because if you go wide, you still can create the chance from it. It just takes slightly longer. Because if you go wide, the player can cross it back into the person who's in the middle, as opposed to going directly through the middle. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. I don't think it just has to be direct all the time, and I don't think Slot wants that, because the probability of making an eye of the needle pass as opposed to playing it out to the wing is a lot higher. So you might not.
But can I just say, these weren't eye of the needle passes. They were like doable passes. Eye of the needle was suggesting it almost had to be perfect. They wasn't even that deep. There were passes that were pretty regular passes if you're a good passer with the ball. Like, I'm not saying take the risk of trying to like get through 2 man's legs and all that kind of. I'm not saying take the risk like that. The pass was just clearly on. Like, it was like if you're a good passer, you can just whip this through and somebody will be in on goal, i.e. Jota and Diaz on that one time. I'm saying you play that pass unless you don't think you're good enough to. I don't think a manager would say, no, don't play that pass. There's no need to, because you'll give possession away. It's like, well, no, because it's a pretty obvious pass. And once you make the pass, you got a shot at goal. So I don't think the manager would say to do that. I don't. But
I think
we'll
he's
see.
kind of come out and said it already, though, from what I'm hearing from the interviews, that he prefers.
What I would say is go and watch the interview, and what I will say is there's nothing wrong with doing counters. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there were instances that I remember when you 2-0 up, and if you're losing or drawing a game, maybe you made a pass, but you didn't need to. You're 2-0 up, so it's better to hold on to the ball, because the way I understand what Slot's trying to do with the players is trying to get them to unlearn certain characteristics. And those characteristics are literally to play the ball forward all the time and try and be as dangerous as possible. Whereas what I feel like he's trying to do is get us to understand, like, you can probe at times and wait for that open. There's no need to be gung-ho. Like, every time you see a counter, your brain is telling you, play that through ball all the time. But it happened today. Look what happened with Jota and Diaz. Jota played a through ball and we scored. So it's not that we don't do it. It's about thinking about whether it's the right time or not. And in my opinion, I think we made the best decisions today, hence why it was such a comfortable game, guys. Like, let's not take away from the fact of we weren't really panicking. And when we were panicking, that was bad force of habit, because, like, Liverpool, remember when I said, like, 1-0 up and we're like, oh, we got to get that second goal. But we were always in control. So, yeah, man.
Another thing, Tommy could have a point here. It could be confidence. Like, again, let's not beat around the bush. Sobbo's been hammered by Liverpool fans for the last however many months because of his poor passing.
That is true.
If he tries to make these passes that we all think are easy but might not be as easy as they look when you're obviously running at pace and defenders are trying to cross track and all that, if he let's say he tried 3 times to make those passes instead of just making a safe option, he lost it all 3 times. We're sitting there going, Szobo's still not getting it. He's still losing the ball. And he's still making the wrong choices and all that. There's kind of damns if he does and damns if he doesn't. That's not just him. I think that's a few players in the team as well. So
I mean, that logic could apply to someone in particular, but it's long to go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, I guess that could be a part of it.
In what sense could it apply to someone else? In what? If it's what you mean in passing? You mean?
No, just somebody who is lacking confidence from hearing criticism and then overthinking, being scared to do certain things because they down bastard. I'm not mentioning anyone. I'm just saying there's that we'll have to that would have to be used for other players in certain circumstances. So it might be true. I don't know, but it can't only be just applied to just Szoboszlai. That would have to apply to a lot of different people.
No, but Szoboszlai is not making any mistakes or like losing the ball. He's just not making the pass that we'd necessarily want him to make.
based on you saying that he might be low on confidence and worried he's going to get criticised if he makes the wrong decision.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's not
So that's what I'm saying.
missing.
If
If he was still doing the wrong thing and losing the ball, then I'd be like, yeah, he's wrong. But
no,
I mean,
I'm talking about if he's going to be given the leeway of low confidence is making him make safe passes rather than passes that could affect the game more. I'm just saying that logic would have to be used for other players as well, that if they're low on confidence, that might be why they're making decisions or doing things differently from how they normally would as well. So I'm just saying that's a whole, we could literally talk about a lot of players in that way if we're going to give that level of allowance.
But it's not giving a level of allowance. It's just saying that he may have chosen to take a different option. He didn't, in the passes he did, he never made any mistakes. He didn't lose the ball. In fact, the only time he lost the ball was when he chopped inside and went to shoot, but he slipped.
No, I never said he made a mistake, but he did the easy option, which in football isn't really good because the easy option normally means that it doesn't lead to anything. Just waiting for the right back to come up and then pass it to him in a counter attack is kind of like a bit of a, I don't know, it's just silly. It doesn't even make sense. You've slowed down, you've let the opposition back shape. It's just a bit.
Silly, though.
So if your midfield do a lovely little triangle or something and play in your number 10, your number 10's running in on goal and he's got runners either side, but he slows down and then waits for the right back to catch up and lays an easy pass to the right back, you don't think that he's messed that move up. He might have kept possession, but he's lost the opportunity that was there.
Not if there was not unless there was a clear, easy, obvious pass to get someone in on goal. Then no, I don't think so.
There were clear chances. Easy might be going too far because football shouldn't ever be easy, but there were definitely chances to pass to somebody who could have scored a goal or been in on goal. I think you've got to kind of take those risks and make those passes to try and score goals because that's how you win games. I don't really think you should be on a counter attack and be thinking more about possession, but that's just me.
We play probability football now, though. We're not just playing emotional football now, though. So if the probability of him getting
things in football do that, trying to get to possible on a counter attack is kind of football 101. That's not emotional or that's just literally just football. Most teams try to get from one goal to the other as quick as possible. That's the point of a counter attack.
No, most teams, well, it's in counter attacks a lot of the time, yeah, but these weren't necessarily counter attacks. It's like,
well, even if it's a halfway like counter press, like you're winning the ball back at the halfway line and then pouncing on it, it might not be a full-on counter attack, but it's still a counter press. It's still a form of that style where you try and get to goal quickly because the defense is upset from the other team.
What I'm getting at, just because you're not either used to the style of play or just because you might not agree with it, doesn't mean he did anything wrong.
I never said he did anything wrong. I said he made the wrong decision, in my opinion, with the pass he made because it stopped the move. Doing something wrong is going too far. Like you said, he didn't give the ball away. He didn't fall over it or something silly like that. But to give a pass, it will be like every time a fullback beats his man on the outside, instead of crossing it, he just cuts back and then passes it back to the right back. It'd be like, you didn't do anything wrong as in you didn't lose the ball, but you keep taking the safe option. Take the risk, cross the ball in. Why'd you just keep taking the safe option? I'm saying it's not something wrong, but you're killing moves with what you're doing. And to be fair, I think Curtis Jones used to do very similar stuff. And we used to say he's holding the ball too long. Why isn't he being more direct? So I'm just saying I hope Szoboszlai doesn't start doing that in those scenarios because it could kill chances like it did today.
All right, fair dues. So what have we rated him? 8.5 overall. What are we saying for Salah?
What was Salah?
I'll probably go 9 for Mo. I thought he was in his bag. I thought he was playing really, really well. There was even a few times they even beat his fullback. I'll say I probably would just think that Virgil and Ibou probably just slightly played better than Mo today. But I wouldn't be mad at anybody if they said Mo was higher than a 9. Some of the creativity he was doing today was outstanding. I remember there was a pass he played, little chip ball over the top when Cody and Nunes just had a miscommunication. That was a beautiful little pass. Some of the 1-2s, I remember when he did like 3 triangles in one move, like boom, 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 and only because the defender really read it well, he tracked the run. Otherwise, Mo would have had a shot at goal. I just think all round, Mo just played really, really well today. I was really happy with Mo's performance.
Matt?
And obviously the finish was sensational as well.
Yeah, no, Mo was class. That passage of play that he did with like the 1-2s and that. Oh my days, bro. How are you not entertained? That's all I can say to people. You know what I mean? But now Mo again getting a goal. This is what he does. Listen, man. Some people were questioning whether he should still be here. Like, again, like I just think Mo's showing like every single year why he's just a legend and why he's still got more to offer, man. Like the guy's just immense, and he came up against Game of Thrones' Martin today. I can't even lie, bro, because that left back centre back, whoever that was, that brother there, yes, mad still.
You know what's
Mo gets a 9 for me.
A couple people in the chat and have been saying like throughout the show they don't think that Mo had was like his first touch was good today. I know there was the odd time, but do you not remember some of the controls he was doing from those Virgil 70-yard pings? Like there was the odd time Mo's first touch was off today, but like some of his control was outstanding today. Like, am I missing?
I'm actually on that wave. I'm going 8 for Mo. I do think some of his play was a little sloppy today.
Raw.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very shocked at that.
I think he still had a very good game, but there was some times where he was sloppy.
Yeah, he had like no. I think he maybe. Here's the thing: when you're an attacker and I think there was times when he maybe got dispossessed. Never dispossessed, but he like made the wrong move or lost control. I would say that happened probably about 3 times. Like maybe 3 times, but that's in 90 minutes. Like 3 times max.
Losing possession though. Some of his first touch was a little up and down. So again, some of his
but I also
to keep it a buck. Like
no, of course. But I also
felt still
like
a very good, respectable score. But
no,
I don't think it was higher than 8.
I think that's low for still.
I think Miles a 9. What it is now, you just sound like me, Ibu. No, it feels in it.
not like.
Bro, it's one of them things, bro. You've been outvoted.
You both gave him a 9, right?
Yeah. Bro, here's the thing. Mo was good. Very, very good. I think his goal also gets slept on because the whole game, he was going at his fullback the whole game. Yeah. And that fullback actually done pretty well. And there were times when Mo had to really think about what he was doing. Mo, you can't stop Mo. It's inevitable. When Mo's on it like that, and imagine you're marking him down, so to speak, just from having a couple of touches. It's the same thing that you said about Van Dijk. But it's look what Mo is capable of, hence probably why you're even saying that. Like if you have a couple of bad touches in a game, but then like you're always
remember, guys, there was that time where he had the ball on the right hand side and he should have passed it to Diaz. He didn't. I think there was another time where he could have passed to Jota and he shot. And even you yourself, I think Drift was like, "Why did you shoot there? That should have been a pass." So. And there was times where he was sloppy in possession. There were times where his first touch was a little off. Still had a very good game. Still cooked his fullback. Took his goal fantastically. But for me, I gave Virgil a 9. I don't think he was on the same level as Virgil, and I don't think he was better than Szoboszlai either today. So for me, he was an 8. Like again, very good performance, but I do think there was sloppy moments in there.
No, he was better than Szoboszlai today. In fact, that he got the goal. I think that's what tips him over Szoboszlai today because I'll always
give for me put him up to an 8. Without the goal, it'd have been a 7.5.
Raw. No, that's a bit mad for me. Still, some of his creativity is brilliant.
He's better than McAllister, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that, and it was Jota that annoyed me. Jota had a left foot shot and he should have passed it to Diaz. It wasn't Salah, it was Jota.
No, Salah did it as well. Salah when he cut him from the right hand side.
Oh, you mean when he tried to chip the keeper instead of passing? Yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, he should have instead of chipping the goalkeeper, he should have passed. He should have crossed to the back post. Yeah. No, but that's just one thing in the game, isn't it?
It's not though. I've listed a few things. Like
No, but I don't
I'm
really.
not just trying to mark him
I don't
down for the sake of it. I've like backed up my points. with
So
what-
if someone makes no mistakes in a game, no mistakes, and they're impervious to absolutely everything that you throw at them, what rating do you give? What rating should you give them then? If that's the case,
and Alcantara,
so why is Ibu not there then?
because he wasn't perfect.
Ibu wasn't perfect today.
No, did Ibu have to? Do you remember why we named it Alcantara?
No player made more tackles against Brentford than Ibrahim Konate 3. He also
Matt,
won 100%
do you remember
of
why
his
we
four,
gave that rating?
How
four
is
duels
Matt-
and one
Matt
possession
easy?
6 times. Bro, my stats are backing up the point. How you lot, all I'm saying is I have to use the same metric. That's all I'm saying. We have to use the same metric. We have to.
Do you remember why we've named it Alcantara?
Bro, we have to use the same metric.
Matt, can you answer the question for me, brother?
So
Why did
defenders
we
don't get
name-
Alcantaras then, no? Okay.
No, I never said that. Why did we
Cool.
name that rating an
Ah, cool.
Alcantara?
I don't know. You tell me. Apparently, it's made for midfielders.
You don't remember the Man United game, no? At home.
Bro, all I'm saying is this, yeah. If you're gonna say,
Was
Matt,
Thiago
no.
perfect
if
in that
you're
first
gonna
half?
say, if you're
Matt's
gonna
trying to
say
be a
Salah,
politician, but he knows
if
he's
you're
got no
gonna say,
walking
if
stick.
you're gonna say Salah made some mistakes in the game, which is fair to say because he did, and I agree with you. And the reason why you're not rating him higher, that's absolutely fine. But if a player doesn't make any mistakes and does everything better than everybody else, why is he not getting a 10?
Because he did make mistakes. You yourself
What?
said it. He made 2 bad passes.
Ibu misplaced 2 passes out of, let's say he made, I'll give an example. Let's say he made 40. So he's got a pass complete. So if you make 38 out of 40, Cal, what's that, bro? That's
It's
like
very
90.
good.
That,
You're right. But what did Alcantara
come
do
on.
against
No,
Man United?
No.
What did
Let's
Thiago
not,
do
let's
against
not.
Man United? Why he got the Alcantara rating?
Chat, find me Ibu's stats now. You're on the clock, chat. Because these men need to know what I'm talking about. But
So you
sorry,
want
I
Ibu
did
to-
sidetrack to kind of Ibu. This
So
is
you want
about,
Ibu to be rated Alcantara?
so-
Is that what you want?
No, but I even said 10. You man didn't even let me give him the 10.
Pause. And I gave
Pause,
him a 9.5.
yeah, by the way.
9 point, brother. I gave him a 0.5 less than 10.
Bro,
No, hold on.
that's not.
Hold on, wait,
This
wait.
should be a 10.
This is where I get you, Matt.
Go on.
We said we'd mark Allison down because he wasn't getting peppered today. Would you say Ibu got peppered today?
No. Wait there. Ibu was easily our busiest defender. Easily.
That wasn't a question. Did
The
he get
stats
peppered
back
today?
it up, bro. On the
Did he get
screen.
peppered today, Matt?
Oh man.
Did he get peppered?
Ibu, wait there, Cal. Wait there. 73 out of 76. All right, so that's one off. And
100.
what's on man is 73 out of 76. Wow.
It
Cool.
wasn't 100, bruv.
Cool. Chat, if you don't think Ibu deserves a 10, I can't help you. That's me being real. I can't help you. I love the chat. That Ibu should be a 10, bro.
Unfortunately,
But this is the thing, because everyone know that's like, you know, one of my favorite players, Liverpool. They'll say I'm being biased. I don't think it's being biased, but it's crazy. You should get a 10. You should at least
you
get a
both
10.
gave Salah a 9, innit?
Yeah. I'm good. 7 9. Oh shoot, I've got stats for Diaz as well, by the way. Hold on.
Yeah, Diaz. What's the rating for
Yeah,
Diaz today?
I've got some serious. Again,
Diaz is getting a 10 for me today.
A 10.
Yes.
Okay, based on
Based on the fact that everything that he did today was positive. He was influencing the game well. He was doing tricks and flicks when needed. A lot of people say he just does it for the sake of it. He was doing it when needed. He was winning fouls. He was getting Liverpool up the pitch. He was a complete threat the entire time he was on the pitch. And the pass for Mo proved he can have vision. And it was a very good pass to Mo. And he took his goal absolutely brilliantly. A lot of people saying that's one of his weaknesses as well, being on the counter-attack, not being able to finish. So all round today, I think Diaz was exceptional. And I'm very, very pleased for him.
Matt Diaz.
Sava 9.5 for a 10. Goal and assist, constant threat throughout, made numerous tackles as well. Like I said, like I felt him and Ibu. Obviously, I couldn't say at the time who that player was. I didn't want to spoil it, but him and Ibu for me were the 2 best players on the park. I think they both should get joint man of the match. That's who I would have picked anyway, if it was me. So,
There was even a couple of lovely passes that he made that unfortunately didn't lead to
give it
anything as well.
9.5
He was
or 10.
just passing
I say
and doing a lot really, really well today.
9.5 then, if we're because I know to get higher marks than that, Carl's not entertained. So
No, me personally, I didn't think anyone was a 10 today. That's just me. But I thought,
all right.
I thought
What's the Diaz rating?
Now, Ibu was my man of the match, but I'd have given Diaz a 9.5 as well.
All right, this
Ibu
is
was
crazy.
my man
This is crazy. What I'm about to tell you. What if I said a player? I'm not gonna name the player. I'm just gonna give him the stats. 100% passing accuracy, 27 out of 27, 6 draws won, 4 chances created, 4 touches in opposition box. Even though I don't think that's anything big anyway. But 4 times possession won, 3 tackles, 3 shots, 2 on target, 2 fouls, 1. I can't say the rest. I'll give it a player. Would you be impressed with that?
You're talking about. It's Diaz you're talking about.
1 goal, 1 assist.
Yeah, the stats are very good.
So again, remember, stats on everything.
Or in a game to be man in a match.
Yeah, because again, stats on everything. No, because what I wanted to say is stats on everything.
It's what I mean about this, and this is why I never refer to stats when we do player ratings, or rarely do I, because those stats are all great. They are all great. But stats also have to be backed up with the eye test, right? So it's great he's got 27 out of 27 passes, but how hard were the execution of those passes? Who was he passing to? No, that has to come in.
That's what he done with Ibu. I get it now. I get it now. That because Ibu's a defender, so he's not making them. I get it now.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get how you guys can be so.
Your agenda is crazy.
No, you two are the worst when it comes to stats. You'll constantly say, Drift especially, you'll go, I don't care about stats though. It's all about the enjoyment of the game. But when it comes to backing up one of your players, then you'll speak about stats.
Bro, no, Cal, I didn't mention stats in the whole minute I spoke about how good Diaz was today, bro.
To what I just said.
Those stats have just
I did.
The stats have just backed up what I saw. It's a 50-50 stats and performance. And I watched a brilliant performance. And then Matt just used the stats. And I'm like, it backs up what I saw.
Yeah, I agree with Drift, bro. Lucho was him. Here's the thing, Cal. Obviously, we know stats on everything. Remember, but like, I'm messing about. But what I'm trying to also do here, and it was more to my thing with Ibu, yeah? When it's with Ibu and Lucho, in my opinion, they have the stats to back up why they were also man of the match. So even though stats on everything, because some people might say I'm being biased. Well, the only thing I could do then is not show my bias, is show you statistically what I thought I saw. Obviously, I'm not going to know the exact numbers, but that's the best way of me showing other people that think I'm being biased. Like, what's so crazy is I'm showing really, really good stats for Diaz, right? And Diaz is one of the players that I said needs to improve, and people will say I'm harsh on Diaz. But I'm here actually saying, look at those stats. Those are impressive to also go by what we saw today. Diaz has an amazing game today, bro.
I gave him a 9.5, guys.
But where's the 10 with Ibu, bro?
I don't think anyone was a 10 today. I just don't.
You know what?
I definitely think Diaz was a 10 today.
I'm not gonna lie. We need to have a board meeting and change these ratings. When number 10 needs to be, was Cal impressed? That's what it needs to be, bro.
I don't think anyone was a 10 today. I think 9.5.
No, honestly, I think Ibu and Diaz.
I think we should. I think we need to find another way to do this. I think we need to try and find a way where we have an individual ratings board, so we don't argue so much about what the rating is.
Either way, he's going to be rated as a 10 because you both give him a 10, right?
Yeah, but now I'm not happy now because why did you do that when it was Ibu? So it's like I still lose. They should be getting joint man of the match. No, I said they should be getting joint man of the match, bro.
No, but on the board here, Diaz is man of the match. He got man of the match on Sky Sports, if I'm not mistaken. Bro. I would have given Ibu man of the match. I'm not losing sleep over it. It's cool.
No, all jokes
aside, Diaz was definitely man of the match.
See, this is what
now
I'm
you
saying.
argue with them, bro. Go on. Did Ibu have 27 out of 27 passes, bro? No. So
do you know my reasoning on just a very simplistic level, Matt, is not taking anything away from Ibu because Ibu's performance was brilliant. But again, remember I said to you, I think Ibu and Virgil were very similar. That's why I gave them the same rating. So I don't necessarily believe that what Ibu did was better than what Virgil did. So that means I've got to bring Virgil to the conversation. If that's
I hate what you're saying. Yeah.
Even taking that into consideration and adding Virgin if you wanted to, I don't think that Brentford's attack was scary enough or had enough moments to justify Ibu being man of the match over Diaz, who won us the game. Didn't just play well, but his moments actually won the game as well. So Ibu can't stand out over him for me in that way. If we'd have played Man City and Ibu had the same performance, but he was pocketing Haaland and Brent and
you can't do that because you're basically you can't move the goal because
no, because I do think the opposition
bro.
also comes into question against the team that's probably going to be in a relegation battle. Strikers that are okay strikers. It's not comparable to if he's playing against the and the Haalands, because
we're talking about Brentford. Now you've moved the goalpost and now saying, but because it wasn't again, bro. You see everything that we had to deal with today. So remember, a lot of
but these things matter though. Who you're playing against matter. That's the reason.
No, of course.
Europa League.
Of course. What I'm saying
if you can switch it around and turn around and say, well, you're not playing against the highest quality of defenders, so why should they get higher marks then?
But you've still won the game, which is why I think you slightly edged the man of the match award.
We're not playing against world-class defenders.
Yeah, that's like.
But you've won the game, which is the point of football. You won the game.
And Ibu's performance went a long way. And Ibu's performance went a long way to making sure we didn't concede any goals as well.
Bruv, Ibu was the one.
It did, but against the opposition,
look at the stats.
Where there was, and to be fair, I think Mbromo was more dealt with than Ibu. If I'm not mistaken, Ibu didn't deal with Mbeumo as well as Verge was the one who pretty much had Mbeumo in his pocket.
No, but it wasn't just Mbeumo. Look how many times Bournemouth were trying to hit the back.
Virgil made a mistake.
Oh my God, that one little mistake.
Imagine that's the difference between the 9.5 for the 10. Imagine, no, but hear the joke. Virgil makes a mistake, but apparently he's the same as Ibu, who didn't make any mistakes, while more jewels than anybody. Bruv, Ibu was an absolute madman today.
All right, let's
hear the jokes in the chat. I'll move on though. I see the jokes in the chat. I'm gonna stop now because
what you saying this,
yeah, let me just stop now. Let me just stop now. Let me just be serious.
I think Jota had a good game, but I definitely think that there were some things in the game that was just a little like I'm so glad that that shot that he had did hit the defender. You know, when we thought he just skied it over the bar.
Yeah, that could have been techie for him. I'm not gonna lie, you know.
I'm not gonna lie though, I don't think he was great, even though he was good. So I'll probably go 7.5, 7.5 for Jota. It wasn't exceptional, or you know, to be on the level of like. Yeah, he did, but I think generally speaking, the assist might even be getting him the bump up, if that makes sense. Like the half mark bump up to a 7.5 if we was gonna go that high. Yeah, Jota wasn't. He was good, but he wasn't great today.
What are you saying, Matt?
Yeah, Jota wasn't amazing. He was not as good as the others, even though he did get an assist. I felt there were times he could have. That was one time when he could have played someone in, or he tried to do a little bit too much. It just didn't happen for him today, personally. I would say he probably gets a 7 from me. I know he got an assist, but that's mainly one of the reasons why he's probably even getting a 7. He was a good assist because he had to wait for the perfect moment. He could have played it too early, or he could have played it too late. Tried hard as always, but it just didn't happen for him. 7.
I'm gonna go 7.5 for Joe.
Cool.
Connor Bradley.
That was making a good point. Brentford goalkeeper had a very good game today.
Yeah, Flecken's a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah, he is.
Flecken's a very good goalkeeper. Connor Bradley.
Did what he had to do. I'll give him a 7.
Well. He done well when he came on. Still, he done well. Connor Brads. Yeah, 7. Say 7.
Okay, I'd have got 7.5 for Connor. But when he came on, he was very good.
Yeah, he was. That's 2 games he's come on now, and he's got up to speed with the game very quickly, which is impressive.
Gakpo.
He looked
just
dangerous.
go 5. Just go 5 for Cody. I don't think he did anything special.
He had the shot that kind of, I mean, it did ricochet and hit the crossbar, to be fair. Like a deflection, sorry. He looked dangerous though, Gakpo. We'll say that. I think he gets a 6.
I'd go 5.5 for Gakpo, so we kind of meet on the middle in that one.
I was just going to say I'll go up to 5.5. I think 6 is.
Sorry, was my mic still on? Sorry.
Yeah.
No. I was being sarcastic. Carl went 5.5, and then you know probably hear me. I went, oh, what a surprise.
Darwin.
Go 5 for Nunes as well, just average.
I would say 5 for Nunes.
There's obviously that chance when he was offside that he could have definitely got back on side.
Say
Obviously,
5.
a lot of people know that he does get offside and stuff. So that was annoying. And then just a couple of really nice little triangle 1-2s that he did when he dropped deep a few times, got involved in the build-up a bit. I just give him a 5. Just an average performance for the 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever he was on.
Same for me, 5 for me. Are we rating Elliot and Endo?
They got like.
I don't think Endo got anywhere near enough time. He was on for maybe 10 minutes, maybe. I'd give Elliot a 6. I think Elliot got involved and did do a couple of really good crosses and stuff. So I'll give him a 6.
What about yourself, Matt?
What for both of them?
For Elliot. Endo, we
For
can't
Elliot.
really rate. He's only on the
Yeah. Elliot, I'd say. He looked decent. I'd say a little bit, 5.5, maybe. A little bit better than Nunes, maybe 5.5. I'd say. Probably kind of the same, if I'm being honest. But
haven't got a picture of him, but slots rating today.
oh yeah, for real. Nah, man's a bad man. I can't even lie, bruv.
I'm gonna go 10.
Wait. Are you sure, Drift?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Cal?
Honestly,
10, yeah. Was you impressed?
honestly,
Wait.
nah, honestly, nah, for me it's a 10.
Yeah, he gets a 10. Gets a 10, bro. 100.
Didn't put wrong.
And yeah, I just like the way he's got us playing football. I even like the way how it's even got us debating what we think we should be doing, because for the first time in 7 to 8 years, we've been used to a certain way of playing, and now we're having discussions about what we think is best and what we think the teams should do, what they shouldn't do. But it's all positive. We're not having these conversations after 2 losses. We're having these conversations after 2 wins. And in my opinion, they've both been very comfortable. This one even more so. I just want to see more football of this, this skill level. And I want us to implement it in the big games. And I think next Sunday will be the biggest testament to Arne Slot, or the biggest test, shall I say, not testament, biggest test to see what he can really do in one of the biggest games of the season at Old Trafford.
Completely agree. All right, let me help these supers. Big up Sadiq, big up the missus, and big up little Jackson as well. Slot is all about the team. The names mean Jack. Facts.
Yeah,
we need to get back to this way of thinking as a fan base, man. We really do. Ty says, I'm surprised you guys aren't making more of the timing of the subs. Seems that Slot isn't looking to run them until the wheels fall off as we're used to. Yeah, I said that as well.
Facts.
To be fair, last season I think Klopp did make a lot of changes and was doing a lot more using of the bench. So maybe seasons past, but last season I thought Klopp actually used the bench really well. And we won a lot of games by the changes Klopp was making. So we are coming off the back of having good substitutions from last season.
Sean says that Virgil interview is telling we are letting all 3 go for free next summer. That's why no signings, saving money for that. I don't know. I don't think so, personally, but we'll see. Shout out to Gordon.
I didn't like that he said I'm calm, but we'll see what the future holds. I didn't like that.
When someone says whatever the future will bring, like that's.
But what else can he say though, guys?
He can just say the most cliche thing ever and just say, I'm talking with them and I'm very happy at Liverpool. Just leave it at that.
He effectively has said that. Like,
No, he said there's no. He said there's
No.
been no change, bro. I'd rather you did. Don't worry me more. Don't say that. Just say.
We all knew contracts
No.
hadn't been offered or anything.
No, no. But what I think, Virgil's very open.
Cal, let me make this very easy for you to understand. If you was having a conversation with the missus and you said, "Babe, I'm really happy for now, but will I cheat on you in the future?" Who knows?
I mean, that's different though.
No, it isn't. It's the same principle,
It's not
bro.
the same. It's completely
They
different.
asked if he's gonna stay, and he said, "I'm really happy here. I'm calm, but we don't know what the future holds." That's a way of letting us know that there's something that could go wrong in the future, bro.
It's different because I'm in control of whether I cheat on my missus or not. Virgil's not in control of whether he gets a new contract or not.
I'm not talking about using it word for word in the same example, but the future part is very the same. It's like, who knows, innit? We'll see what the future holds.
Yeah, but that's all bruv, because he's not in control of the situation, bro. I think everyone knows Virgil wants to stay. Like, he's made no secrets about it.
It's a little concerning. It's a little concerning.
I think Virgil. You know what? Big up. Was it Sean P. Casey that said it, bro? At this point in time, I see all three going. As things stand, I see all three going. All three of them. As things stand.
But I'm not worried based on these comments. I'm worried based on the fact that we haven't offered anything or done anything.
Bro, Virgil, how can Virgil say that nothing has changed? Bro,
how can Virgil go going into the last of his contract? There's loads.
Bro, Virgil's we're gonna be in January, and Virgil will be able to speak to Real Madrid and them boy there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, and they're gonna offer him top wages that we're gonna give him the little wage that not little, but you get what I'm saying, the same wage that was on before. Bro, they will give him bigger wages, bro. They'll probably give him 300 grand a week, 2 years.
Yeah, I agree.
You think and for people that think Virgil would never go Real Madrid, he is a winner, and that's a prestigious club. Man will forget the beef when a contract's been put in front of him like that. Don't be surprised if you see him there with Trent next season. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not gonna lie. I think that's when I'll go into full meltdown mode, and you probably will see me do some type of protesting. I'm not even joking, because that's just insanity to me. That's insanity, bro.
Let me ask you.
Sorry, this should be a Monday thing.
Yeah,
sorry,
let this be a Monday.
I'm dragging this into a Monday.
Let me just ask you a quick question.
I'm all getting emotional in that, like I'm angry. Because I am angry.
If Virgil, Salah, and Trent, no, forget Trent because he's young. If Virgil and Salah were offered 2-year extensions on the same money and they turned it down, would you be more upset with the player or the team?
The club.
You'd be more upset with the club.
Keep on using age as the barometer to offer a contract or not. It should be the performance, the talent, and whether there's been a drop off or a sustained drop off.
Agreed. And there hasn't
been no.
But you also have to think to yourself, in 3 years' time, neither of them will be performing this good, no matter how in shape they are. They'll be 35 or 36.
In 2 years' time, give them a 2-year extension, because I still believe in 2 years they will be.
That's what I said. I said a 2-year extension, and they said no. Who would you blame, the player or the club? That's what I said.
No, but it would. But if they said no, that would mean that maybe then it was.
How you would tie them down to longer than 3 years, bro? That isn't good business. Like, we have to also think about it from that point of view.
No. But if he's saying free
from the player standpoint, why are they going to accept 2 years?
Because that means they've got another 3 years left at the club, and they're 32 and 33 years old. That is.
Drift, the new contract starts from when they sign the contract. It don't start from when.
No, Cal. I said if the club offered them a 2-year extension and they said no, a 2-year extension would mean that they get another 2 years on the year they have now, so they'd have 3 years left.
No, it doesn't. It'll mean if they sign the extension now, Virgil van Dijk's contract would end in the summer of 2026, basically.
Yeah,
but an extension goes on to what you currently have. It's a new contract if it starts from the moment you sign it. An extension gets added to what you already have. That's why it's called an extension.
My bad. You're saying an extension to the contract that he has now.
Yeah, if you sign a 2-year extension, it's on top of what you already have. So they'd have 3 years left at the club.
But then, to your point, if the player said no, that would mean that there's something off potentially with financial. Because why would
I said same money, so they both was on the same money, 2-year extension. Who would you blame, the club or the player?
That's tough still, Maybe a bit of both, because we shouldn't have been in this position, in it. So I'll be annoyed at the players because it's more, I want the players to stay, but I'd also got to factor in the club. Maybe could have done a bit more from a financial aspect, because what you can do as well is you can do certain deals where in the first year you get a certain amount, but second year and third year you get a little bit less. If you want to stay, and if the club want you to stay, you will make it happen. The club made it happen for Salah to stay 2 years ago. They made it happen because they wanted to. They didn't want to make it happen when Mane and Salah were there, in my opinion. I don't think they wanted to hand out 2 mad contracts like that. I feel like the club weren't willing to do that, even though I feel like that should have been the case at one given time, because this whole Mane Salah debate thing needed to stop. It was just about they are both amazing players and they both deserve to get paid. Even if Mane was on 20 grand less or 50 grand less, Mane deserved that packet at one point. Like, let's not do that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's mad.
Emmanuel, Kanate is a colossus in defense.
Tell him again, Emmanuel. 100.
Shout out to John Conway as always, absolute legend. Says great watch along on Tifo, Matt Cowan, Drift. Big up yourself, John.
Big up yourself, John, man. Big up the Tifo gang as well.
Vince says this was the most exciting structured football I've watched since Salah, Mane, Firmino era. Slot ball. Said de la merde.
You're gonna have to find out what word goes in there to say it's not this is shit. This is the shit.
we know.
Oh wait, yeah.
Shaka Laka says controlled, calm, and corporate win from Slot. Sign me up for more of this. We might bore haters, not gonna lie. Give me 2-0 win for most of the season. I'm good, man.
Right, we win every single game 2-0 from now to the end of the season. I'll be completely fine.
Crazy, man.
Alex says 4 people out here saying it's boring. We could have done with a few more boring games last season. We'll get better with the time. Now we need W's. Hashtag slot ball. Yeah, agreed. Points for the first 10 games of the season are most vital.
There can't be anybody calling this boring, though, surely.
That was not boring.
That's wild if people are saying this is boring.
Official AMD speaks. There's more stains for VVD's beating sofa after another clean sheet. Patterns of play looking saucy. Big bless to you, man. Big up AMD.
Mad thing, you know.
Oh man, I'm telling you, that's when you're a real king, when you have a beating sofa in your house.
The Red Guy 8 says apparently some guy would have won £1 million if he'd won 3-0 today. Something to do with correctly predicted results. I think feel bad for him. Jeez.
I bet he's feeling about Szoboszlai's pass the same way I am now.
I think he's probably thinking about Brentford's defense and goalkeeper, bro.
remember who was the Diaz's strike? That was the goalkeeper.
Diaz, yeah, when the keeper made that brilliant save.
That was saving the match, by the way. That was saving the match.
Yeah, but bruv, look at the defender for Jota's one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Wasn't there a Salah shot that the defender did well on as well? I'm sure there was a Salah shot and the defender blocked it with his head or something like that.
Alex says, by the way, Trent needs to stop giving Slot that look. Monday night show when we see some more details. Vince says Slot said he still has plans for Trent and in passing and goal scoring roles. Chef Slot cooking up some spicy yums. Yeah, he's spoken about Trent in midfield a couple times now.
Bro, I've got some more damning evidence than Trent, you know.
Hold on, let me get through these and we'll show it. Mohammed, least amount of XG conceded in the league so far.
You done know structure.
If certain strikers took their chances this weekend, then results would have been very different. It was a crazy weekend.
Don't, man, don't. Because flipping that twat.
Ollie Murs.
Official AMD speak says Trent's attitude was like someone starts amplifying small things just to justify upcoming reasons for leaving. Maybe he wants Madrid, but needs to justify the reason to himself. Disrespectful to Connor.
That's what I said during the watch. Remember, I said I'm worried that this isn't something that Trent can use as an excuse for why he's leaving.
Facts.
Pimp says slot ball when on point is so saucy. I can't read the last bit, bro. I can't. That's something H would say.
Yeah, for real.
That
Big
is
up,
something
big. That
hatred,
is
mate.
something hatred, say, bro.
Pops, you're probably in a bad position there. Pause. Mohammed says highest pass completion in 20 years at 92%. Slot
That
don't
doesn't
want-
seem right, though.
It probably is. Slot don't want wasted possession. I keep on saying this
Yeah,
to you.
bro.
He's a probability man.
No, but there's been times where we've had possession. Like that Man United game, Thiago got the Alcantara. Surely we must have been up there.
But
In
that
No,
was
for that.
it's
his
not
pass
possession.
completion.
This is pass completion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That game against Man United, the way we bopped them off the park, we must have had 92%
No, but
pass.
but it's more Alcantara's like pass
Yeah.
completion.
Yeah.
Not the whole team's like. So it would have been high, but for all we know,
Maybe,
it
but
could have
that
been, it
does
could have been 91
maybe,
or 90
but
for all we know. Yeah,
It
to
were
be fair,
92.
yes, mad. Still.
Cam J says Bellingham attitude rubbing off on Trent. Jude injured for a month now. Probably be sending Trent. Wow, in a Madrid shot.
No, that
Big
is
up Diaz too was class.
madness.
I don't know how
Yeah,
Jude's got brought into this. That's
We can't be doing that, because I know there's yeah, we can't. Yeah, chat. We can't be saying
oh
things like that.
man,
That's crazy.
G says 1.3k into the dance. Like up the ting now. Yes, people, please smash that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes, please, people, minimum. Ride Shotgun says crowd was dead. Is it playing style or missing Klopp? Could be a little bit of both. I mean, I've spoken about the Anfield crowd for a while, so I'm not going to say anything else.
Man, was saying time out,
ZK Sim says,
was
you reckon
crazy,
Nunes stays considering how we play now? Do you guys reckon?
You reckon Nunes takes?
I actually think the way we're playing right now, he might as well sell Nunes. Because if we are going to play similar to like what you were saying, Cal, where you think it is about more the possession, even like in a counter press moment or what have you, then Nunes' runs are going to be pointless. He's going to get frustrated. He'll never really fit into the team. So it'd probably be better off if he went. Nah, because when you've got pace and power and directness, the way he has that is effective. Changing your game means you're not really going to be a good player. If you take away what makes you good, then
What about Haaland?
yeah, because if you start telling Nunes he's got to do the back to goal, slowing the ball down and that kind of thing, he's not that type of player. You'd just be wasting him. What would be the point?
But think of Man City. They play even more football where you would say they do a lot more recycling in the ball than we do. And Haaland has to be patient. You can't just fly. Because remember, funny enough, he scored a goal, was it the other day, where he actually burned through. So it's not that we're not going to play it. Jota played it to Diaz. I just think Nunes is going to be Nunes. It's going to help Nunes because what it's going to do is it's going to make him understand not to just always just keep trying to blitz the line all the time. You will know when to blitz the line. I think it will help him improve and be a better player, bro.
No, but I'm talking about not just in terms of the playing style, also the limited game time that it seems that he'll get. So if he doesn't really get much game time, and then when he's playing, he's being asked to do something that is unnatural to him, we're just going to get annoyed with him, and it's going to be difficult for him to learn it. It'd probably be easier if he just left and we bought a striker. Like going by Ivan Toney, for example, if that's how you want to play, he would literally suit that down to a T. Do you get what I'm saying? Like stylistically, it wouldn't make sense to keep Nunes anymore if that was the case. It would be better off you go and get Ivan Toney, sell Nunes to somebody who will utilize how he plays, and then have a striker who will actually understand the system better. That's what I would say, because people are already on Nunes' back. So if he's only going to get 10, 15 minutes here and there, and then he's being asked to do something that's unnatural to him, he's going to look even worse. And then people are going to have even more reason to stick him with that he's not good enough. And
minutes here and there, he'll play a good amount. He has to play a good amount of football.
Because
I think his game time's only predicated on Jota's fitness. Honestly, I think if Jota's fit,
and all that.
I think if Jota's fit, he'll play 85% of the games he's fit in. So Nunes won't get much minutes if Jota stays fit. That's my
disagree. I think, yeah.
Nunes might get the odd game that isn't like that important, maybe. Like a home game against a team that should be an easy win, maybe that's when he'll bring in Nunes. But I can tell because Jota suits the system as well. I think Slot will use him way like Nunes won't really play. It depends on Jota whether Nunes plays.
B says disappointed with the crowd, but style is different. Yeah, true. Just Nunes Army says Nunes is being slated on Twitter.
I haven't seen that on Twitter, and I've literally just gone and checked the Liverpool.
Dean says, Ola, I'm not digging this superstar mentality. Mbappe vibes from Trent, not good for the dressing room. Everyone is happy. Let him go. Hashtag slotball. Going to speak about that in a bit. John L said, I've seen 3 different clips of Trent and yikes. Do you know what, Matt? Do you say you've got the...
I've got another clip from the stands,
Yeah.
bro.
Do you want to just play it now then, Matt?
Yeah. I don't know why I chat, but it's not looking good, fam. The game's fully done. They're literally walking off the pitch, and yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. Can we play sound or no sound? Because it's
from match going.
From the match in it, yeah. Sound. Look at Trent's body language and gesture.
I don't think there's any. I don't know if there's.
I'm confused what the problem is.
Look at the gesture, bro.
It just puts it, but we don't. Yeah, but we don't know what that is. That could have been anything,
bro.
Somebody in the crowd have maybe shouted something, and he's like just been like, I don't know, or whatever.
I don't know, guys.
When you got substitute, because that's what I want to see.
Come on, I'm not even gonna lie. We're gonna hold on to that. That is clutching at something.
I don't think there's anything in that.
No, I don't think it's clutching. I think it's more to do with the fact of if you just watch him, anytime you've seen Trent Alexander-Arnold play, he's always doing this when he finishes, clapping, speaking, whatever. You can try and put two together. It might be fake news, but the fact that we've seen him sitting down like he's just been scolded, looking like in a bad mood. And again, like he's maybe done this. I don't know. I'm just saying this is something that I saw. And me personally, I just thought it kind of looks like there's basically it's not answering any questions. It's adding more for me anyway. But again,
I don't think that adds anything personally.
Do you know what I find sad at the moment? I'm not even saying you're doing this, Matt. I feel Trent is being made a scapegoat by fans because he's not signed a new contract, as opposed to the club being held accountable for not offering him a new contract last year or even now.
I don't think this is an example of that.
No, I'm not talking about this particular situation today, but I think as a whole over the last few weeks, I think that's been the case. It's extremely frustrating.
Do you know? I agree. I tell you what it is though, bro, as well. Like, so it's mad because people will say I'm reaching, but what's so mad is everyone was getting onto him when Trent let that goal in last season at the back post, going mad at him, and I was trying to defend him, and not defend him because it was wrong, but I wasn't as harsh as other people. I was actually trying to defend him. Trent's one of my favorite players at Liverpool. But what's so mad is that I'm trying to be objective. I'm not trying to start a story. I'm showing you what someone else has posted. I'm just giving you how it could look. It's not a fact. I'm just saying how it could look here. You have to be logical in these situations and take emotion out of it. So I'm taking out all emotion. He hasn't signed a new contract. Arne Slot has recently come out and said if the player wants to stay, they can stay, but if they go, he doesn't care. It's about getting the best out of the player. All I'm literally doing is relaying information. That's all I'm doing. If that's a problem, I won't bring up them clips anymore. It's that simple. We'll just keep it moving. That's all I'm trying to do is keep people informed. If you don't want to be informed, and if you think I'm being biased, I won't do nothing. So that's cool. But anyway, Cal, what were you saying, bro?
I think he's being made a bit of a scapegoat at the moment. Mackenzie says, big up Kop-Ish family. First time at Anfield, brilliant. 3 points. Atmosphere electric. Oh, it's contrary to what we heard before. Loved every minute of it. Anfield was truly worth the long flight. Big up yourself, Mac and Steve's, man. Big up. Glad you got to enjoy the experience as well. Ghost says Diaz had no end product A. Cal, Matt, hold that. I mean, Ghost, bro. Like this is what I mean. Diaz has been stinking up with end product over the last year, but he does one game where he gets a goal and assist, and I'm told to hold it. I don't get this game. I don't get. It's a crazy game for me personally. I don't know. If I fought Mike Tyson 50 times and he beat me 49 times and I only beat him once, I wouldn't be speaking bad about him. That's all I'm saying.
It's all right. It's all right. We move. By the way, Trent posted first win at home. Tick. Fans were incredible as always. Clapping emoji.
I'm sure that's how he felt when he got told off by Slot. This is what I'm saying though.
Alex says, every time I hear transfer news this window, I turn to Backstreet Boys. Tell me why. Rings around my block. Yeah, I hear you.
Do you want to know why I know that Trent was sending a subliminal? Because if you're intelligent enough to realize what he's done, he's got 2 out of the 3 pictures are him being substituted.
Bro, okay, shall I tell you something else?
In here without knowing anything.
Bro,
No, me personally, definitely done on purpose. If there's a collection of photos that have been taken of you during the game, and the ones you choose are 2 of the ones where you were being subbed off, that's a subliminal. But
you also do know, like, a lot of them don't even post themselves, right?
This is what I was gonna say. This is the biggest reach.
Whoever posted it knew what they were doing.
Bro, it's PR, bro. Obviously, it's PR. Bellingham is the best at PR. If you don't think this is, bro, all right.
Or Bellingham's people. Same with Rashford's people.
We all know what's happened. Trent looks like he's been scolded. We've all seen the pictures live. Everyone's like, what's happened? Man, his team or whoever runs to Insta and start, yay, 3 points. Come on, man. Come on. What are we doing here?
Look, he acted up. He got told off. There's no big deal here.
I put a picture of him in Slot and put, it's just vibe.
No, I think it could be a big deal, Cara, if it means that they start not seeing eye to eye. I think that could be a problem.
Not seeing eye to eye. That's on Trent, and Trent should buck up his behavior then. You can't.
But it's still a problem because it means that we could lose the player. So it's still a problem.
And you know what else as well? I think it's amazing PR because a picture is just a picture. We saw a live feed of Trent's face when it happened. No picture or no bullshit PR is gonna make me think it's anything else. We saw what it was. People will try and change the narrative. That's what
I hear you. What I'm saying
is
the reason why it seems funny to
what
me
to believe and what not to believe when it's right in front of you, and not think reaction to something, an event is gonna make you think differently, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Look, all I'm saying is it's just a little bit funny. I shouldn't even show you, look, because my screen's got that green thing down it, which is embarrassing. I need to do an upgrade. So this is the first picture. So it's like him walking, you know when you've been subbed and you're walking off, and you can see him Buemo like clapping in the background, as in like clapping him off. And then the next one is when he starts to clap the fans back. So I'm just saying, if 2 out of the 3 players, and then the other one is him taking a corner. I'm just saying personally, if I was putting out a post and I was annoyed about being subbed, but I didn't really want to say anything because I've seen that's all gone, that's something that I might do. Like my pictures will be me being subbed to be like the subliminal of like, yeah, I am annoyed today. Kind of, even if it's the PR team doing it, I still think that they've done it in that way, personally. But
well, yeah, no, all I'm saying is
all the pictures of the game you can use.
I don't go through the man's Instagram, but maybe other people do. If someone's gone through his Instagram and go and see if he's posted other things like that, that'll be very intriguing to me. Have we any other pictures like that? I have no idea. I generally don't know, but I do find it kind of mad that he was substituted today. He knows what's happened. Everyone knows what's happened. The live feed, and now he's doing the thing of, I wasn't really too bothered. I mean, I was pissed off, but yeah, we won 3 points. I mean, I don't know, bro.
Ads LFC says a video going around of Ibu clapping the crowd and Trent is stood in front of him not clapping and he just shrugs his shoulders. What the F is wrong with him? I don't know. I feel like we're really having it. Look, this is a Monday show thing. It's like it's player ratings and match reactions. It's a Monday.
Did you see the live feed? You guys both. Did you see the live feed when Jota went up to speak?
Yeah. I saw that.
You saw that live. Okay, cool. Yeah, because that was live. There's no, you know.
Do you know what? I'm quite surprised that people don't get the point I'm making of like the subliminal. Say, imagine if us 3 went for a night out and I didn't really enjoy myself, or something happened and then I left early, yeah. And you lot was like, oh, why's Drift gone? And like he's like, oh yeah, whatever. And everyone knew it was just a little bit touchy, but we'll get over it. But like something just happened. And then when you saw my post about the night out, it was just me in the cab by myself on the way home. And I was like, good night out. Just can't wait to get to sleep or something like that. Are you telling me you lot wouldn't think all the cool pictures we took today and he posted the pictures of him in the cab on the way home, you wouldn't think it was a bit shady to what happened when we were out?
I wouldn't care.
No, but you wouldn't think it was a little bit like, of all the pictures that I could have posted, I just posted the ones of me on the way home.
I would just think that's what you want to post. Like, I wouldn't think into it.
All right, fair enough.
I don't know. I don't think there's an issue here.
I'm not even saying it's an issue. I'm just saying I think he is giving a little subliminal to like, yeah, that's right. I was subbed today. I shouldn't have been. But
yeah, but I'm sure Salah probably felt like that. But Salah didn't act a certain way. Trent obviously acted.
By the way, I'm not excusing Trent's behavior. His behavior was out of order.
But I'm
saying
talking
about. I think that is a little subliminal in his Insta.
I don't even think there's a subliminal there.
You lot can't see anything a bit weird about the pictures you picked from the game of you being subbed after people seeing you had a problem with being subbed.
No, because I don't. One of those is, I think, him going for a corner. The other is him taking the corner, and the one of him, I think, is maybe coming off.
No, the first one isn't.
So hold on, wait a minute, Drift. Are you basically saying, you think Saturn might be up of him posting them pictures?
No, I think it's just a little bit. It's a little subliminal to like, yeah, I am annoyed I was substituted.
But so the whole time was basically saying the same thing.
The first picture, I think, is him walking to take.
That's what I was trying to say.
Corner.
No, it must be him walking off the pitch because then Bremo's applauding in the background. Why would a Bremo be clapping if it was a corner?
It could be from anything, bro. We don't know. It could be anything.
But normally you clap because you're clapping the person off who's being substituted. Why would you clap for a corner?
Your position, though.
If you think they're a good player or they've had a good game, loads of times you see players clapping the opposition player. Happens all the time.
But he could be applauding anything.
It would be a bit weird for him to be applauding anything other than the player coming off. Why would Mbeumo applaud?
The goalkeeper could have made a good save and he could be applauding the goalkeeper, for example.
I don't know. I think it seems more likely it's him applauding him coming off like most people do. But
he
looks like he's
walking towards the corner flag.
It looks like he's walking off the pitch to me. But if it's not him walking off the pitch, then it's different. If it is him walking off the pitch, then I think it's a little bit mad. But we'll never know, I guess.
Matt Bickerzette says, Brentford about to be our new player supermarket.
I disagree. Only because I don't see us buying. Us selling players there, but I don't know about us buying players from Brentford though.
Jamrock says, what if Trent signing is based on him playing in midfield? Then that's up to the manager. If the manager says no, then and you don't want to sign, is what it is.
He played in midfield today, which was cool. Like he was inverting into the midfield today.
Yeah, Slot said he would be used there as well at various times. So I don't know, man. The Trent drama's a bit thing, like, because you can't. In my opinion, we can all sit there and say there's no issue, but I think it was quite clear to see that he was visibly pissed off. And don't get me wrong, players get pissed off all the time. Whatever, it's fine. But I think what makes it worse is that knowing that he hasn't signed, you can't help but think, does this add to what was there something fueling, or was it something that happened on the day? Nobody knows. That's why we're just having a conversation. Do you know what I mean? So for people that want to have a conversation, cool. For those that are being rude, you can go and piss off, basically. Because I see some people being rude, and I'm ignoring a lot of people. People saying things about Drift or myself, and I think, yeah, there's no need. We can have a conversation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. People are very quick to, if you don't agree with what they think, say rude things.
You know, like less of that. We're not doing that. So if you're gonna be rude, you just get blocked. It's that simple.
Or I'll just say something cheeky to you and then start just verbally saying what I say. Vitu says, can see why people say the football is boring based on what we're used to and the football Chelsea put up today. However, Guardiola had the same criticism, but when the results came, it's appreciated. Facts.
That is true. That is true. That is very true. Because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, when Guardiola was there wasn't like this rapturous crowd and all them. He kind of had to win them over. And yeah, maybe it is a thing of winning the crowd over because there is a different style of football. It's not going to be as aggressive and swashbuckling, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? Might take a bit of time.
No, I don't think there's an excuse for the crowd to not be cheering at home games.
Yeah,
they have to.
Especially the first game though. That surprised me.
You have to, man. It's your responsibility as a match-going fan. It's like a contract that you have to make sure you help the atmosphere if you are actually there.
Lit Vibe says, am I the only one who think we were not that good? You might be, you might be in the minority. You might be in the minority with that one, bro. Mohammed says the 4-0 United was 91% drift close.
Ooh, 1%.
Ty says we saw the real Watkins. Nunes would have got slewed.
That is true.
Watkins has been slewed as well, though.
Not as bad as Nunes, especially after last year. Come on, man.
Matt, you just called him a twat, bro.
Yeah. Did I call him a twat last year? That's what I'm trying to say to you.
No, I'm saying you called Watkins a twat. You've never called Nunes. Twat. Yeah, but you've never called Nunes that. So
yeah, but that's because it's against Arsenal, so there's extra hate there, bro. What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying. Watkins has been slewed, but he's not going to get slewed as much as a Nunes.
If we're being real, though, sorry, a twat is so light. A twat. Do you know what a twat
actually is, bro?
No, I do, but bro, a twat. I could say other things in it. You know, twat is.
No, you're right, but you still called him out, innit? Like he hasn't got away with it.
But anyway,
Pete Al says, "Would you take a swap deal and 20 mil for De Jong?"
No.
De Jong
can't stay fit.
Just can't, bro.
Dean says Tsimikas, Udogie, and Robinson from Fulham are all better than Ait Nori. He's a one-trick pony, a huge liability at the back. I don't want him at my club.
I don't want him at the club either. Yeah. Very good going forward, but defensively, I think we'll get cooked, guys. I'm being real. I think we might get cooked.
Burby says this is for a new phone. Big up, Driss. Big up yourself.
By the way, I'm waiting for the model that I want. I don't just like having green lines down the phone.
Jamrock says, could Slot be explaining the reason why he was subbed? Could have been.
It could have been. It's just the reaction. You know, one of them ones where it's like, I think it's not even about Slot. It's more the reaction. The camera stayed on Trent and we saw the reaction in it. You know, them ones there. So, unfortunately.
I'm sure more will come out between now and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Agreed. See. But I just don't want him to be made a scapegoat. But at the same time, if he did act up, then he deserves to get what he got. Like,
I would listen. Everybody wants Trent to stay. I think this is why there's more talk around any issue that will happen between now and the end of the season, more so with anybody, because we want him to stay. It's the same thing. Leave it. The same thing, yeah. I don't know.
Man want me to talk about him. So
yeah, leave it. I know he's talking about.
The same thing would have happened with Virgil or Salah, and they had that same response. We'll be sitting there saying the same thing. You want the player to stay. They haven't got much left on their contract, so you're gonna start thinking like, is there more to it? You can't help but think that because you're worried about what could potentially be. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that.
No, that's cool.
But yeah.
I personally think that it could get a bit sticky in the future, but we just have to wait and see.
Pim says Salah 128 GA and 128 Prem home games. Incredible. The guy is just sensational, man. It's incredible, man. I just want to. I've sent a message to 8 Franks in the chat. I'll send this to anyone. Look, really honestly don't mind people agreeing or disagreeing. I don't even mind people with the banter and all that here. But come on, I think by now you should know us as like, especially if you've been with like watching us for a while now. Disrespect and all those things, they're just not gonna be tolerated. Like, I don't get how you guys think you can disrespect us and us just sit here and take it. Like, for me, I've always lived by this code. If you're big enough and bad enough to do something, you should be big enough and bad enough to take the consequence of it. So if you're not gonna like the consequence, then don't carry out the action. And again, as I said, my DMs are open. I'm more than happy to chop out with anyone. So if you have an issue and you actually want to be grown up about it and deal with it, message me. We'll hash it out. But just know, if you act a certain way, I'm not gonna back down or be scared of you. It is what it is. You're another human being with 2 arms and 2 legs. It is what it is. So yeah, if you don't like what's coming back at you, then maybe you should sit there, look in the mirror and think, oh, did I invoke that decision from them because of how, you know, like they acted? So yeah. So if you don't like it, there's so many options. And Ghost, I've been replying to my DMs. If you know, you know. I have actually got around to responding to my DMs on Insta. So yeah.
I just see the thing now. Who you was talking about now?
Who, me? Yeah, like
no, the brother is speaking in caps. I don't understand that.
Yeah, like my DMs are open, so you know, like,
and you know mine are as well. You know,
so,
in fact,
like,
mine are there, innit? Matt_Kopish. If you want to speak, we can speak.
So let's be grown up about it. Otherwise, I always say this: no one is ever forced to watch our content. There's a button that literally kicks you off the channel. So, you know, but yeah, hey ho, people. If you haven't already, please do smash that like button. We'll be back tomorrow for the Monday Night Live show. And I mean, I don't think I dissed Mo, but cool. Yeah, be back tomorrow for the Monday Night Live show. If anything happens during the day, there will be some shows as well. If there's any breaking news or
there will be nothing. There will be nothing.
Yeah,
JW Henry's in England, man. You never know, guy. You never know.
You know what we're gonna find out? He's got some new penthouse in flipping Kingsdale or something. I don't know. It's not
we'll
gonna be.
Probably find he's come to collect the money from all the signings. That's what we'll probably find, bro. That's
so that's
Carvalho's fee, Seth Vandenberg's fee. Probably going to use that to go and get Boston, man. I mean Boston Celtics. So it is what it is, bro.
Boy, like, people.
I thought it was the Red Sox, didn't it? No, is Boston, it Red Sox? Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, Boston Red Sox. But I'm talking about he wants to buy a basketball team in as well, isn't it?
Yeah, he wants to buy the Celtics as well.
Oh, does he? Oh,
yeah, come on.
To Boston full stop then.
But he'll only do that once.
They're going to try buy.
He'll only do that once LeBron retires, in my opinion, because obviously LeBron plays the Lakers. Their fiercest rivals are the Celtics. So that's the only way I see it happening. But we have to wait and see. I don't know.
If they're trying to take over the city of Boston, I hope they don't try and buy Everton and take over the city of Liverpool.
In the city, I don't know, bro.
I mean, they want another club in Liverpool. Go buy Tranmere, innit?
I was gonna say Everton could do with the help, and we could do with another like training facility. So who knows? But yeah, people. Dean, I read your super chat, bro. The one about Simicast and 8 Nori. I did read that, bro. I read all the supers. All the supers are all good. So yes, people. Much blessings, appreciation, whatever you're doing for the rest of your Sunday and your weekend. Enjoy. If you're in the UK and it's a bank holiday weekend, enjoy as well. There's some good weather, so make sure you stay safe and enjoy whatever you're doing. As I said, we'll be back tomorrow, so make sure you look out on the socials, etc. Thanks everyone for watching.
If you go to Carnival tomorrow, please remember what happens at Carnival does not stay at Carnival. Yeah.
Yeah, there's phones and cameras now. You'll get caught.
Make sure you behave yourselves, yeah?
Yeah, you will get caught.
Behave
yourselves.
Big up to everyone. Until we see you tomorrow. Thanks everyone for watching, joining, listening. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kop-Ish out, people. Take care.
Love.
Peace.